Hey YouTubers, this is Mark. It's been a long time since I've done a YouTube video specifically on the iPhone. I started doing this back when it's me, Morpheus, and AO Bonus were getting up and doing these things. But once I found the case I was interested in, which was a low-profile, impact-resistant case and a holster to hold it in, my search ended, so I stopped kind of looking at cases and things like that. I always followed the videos out there and looking what was new, what was going on. But for the most part, I've been very happy with my solution. In fact, something I've never seen is, a long-term review of a case. So I figured I'd give you guys an update, let you know that, hey, I've moved on to the iPhone 3GS. My wife needed, her phone broke. She needed a phone. I said, take my 3G, I'll upgrade, and we're both happy. Worked out well. Ordered her a case. I without second thought, I went for the CDO InnoCase 2 with holster because she wants something that also can clip to her side, and she wants a low profile case, and they have a really nice rose color, which I think would match what she'd like. And I had reviewed that case also along with the iFrogz Lux. Happened to think the Lux was a little bit better than the InnoCase, but she didn't want to buy a separate holster like this, and I could have bought the InnoCase holster, which works with this. But the InnoCase was really good. It was almost identical to this, slight differences. So I liked the combination of the two. It was $40 to buy them in a combo versus 30. I think it was $25 or $30 just for the holster. Figured just do it that way. Done deal. I probably want to keep this case anyway for my phone. So the long-term view of this case is when I left this on for like 6-8 months at a time, and maybe because of that, I ended up with some scratches and some stuff. I don't know if you can see this, so I'm going to just try to clean this as best I can, and maybe with an angle, you can see, there you go. Right there, you can see the little scratches that were left behind by this case. And if you look at the bezel, and once again, I think if I angle it, you can really see. You can see right in there all those little nicks and scratches, and same thing mostly at the top there. You can see all those little nicks and scratches. Now, I'm using this iPhone video. It doesn't look as bad as it's showing up in that reflection. That really looks pretty bad. I'm looking at it here. It's really minor. It's almost like, I want to say little scratch marks, like if you took your back of your phone, you scratched it up a little bit. It's little swirly type marks, not the nicks that it's appearing in there. So this is a little deceiving. And it has some of those along almost the whole bezel where it was underneath or next to the case. Now, I don't know if this was because I didn't take the case out once a week, clean the phone, get rid of the dust and dirt that accumulates under there, and it gets underneath there and it rubs, and that was causing the problem. Even though this is tight up against the phone, it's not that tight. It's tight and you can get stuff underneath there. So this could have been because of me, could have been because of the case. I'm not sure. I'd love to get your guys' feedback to know if you've used cases long term and left them on, if it happens on almost all cases like that, or hey, I've been using different cases, taking it in, taking it out, doing all this stuff. That just happens over time. Love to hear the input, especially from It's Me, Morpheus, and AO Bonus, if you guys ever look at my video again, since I haven't been on there for a while. Love to get your feedback. One case that I've been, looking at and hearing about since I was looking for protection again and something minimal was the Speck CandyShell. Has that soft inside, hard plastic outside that I like, and just wanted to do a really quick review. I've looked at everybody else's videos and wanted to give you what I thought. Now, It's Me, Morpheus, I think does the best video reviews. He talks about, the flashing that's out there that you can remove, or, what he thinks of that. Overall, to me, this is a decent quality build. Some of the minor things, if you're very particular, are these corners not as clean as they could be. You can see there's like a little extra overlap of the rubber over on this corner. Same thing over here, just not as, it's even, but just not as clean as it could be. This rubber I thought would be more like a silicone. It's a little bit harder, still soft. I don't think I would worry too much. It's more of a matte finish wouldn't worry too much putting my iPhone against that. It's, you know, the iPhone plastic is harder than this, therefore this should not be able to scratch that. Dirt and stuff gets underneath here, whole nother story. Don't know. I do like the felt because I kind of feel if any dirt gets in here, it stays between the felt and the phone and sort of protects it more. As you can see on this phone, there's almost no scratches where it was up against the felt. Maybe someone can come out there with a new iPhone case that is all lined in felt and fix all those problems, but who knows. So the way they tell you to put this on is, you know, to sort of slide it in like this. I like doing it the way I've seen lots of other people do it, which is rocker and buttons first, and then sort of just pop it on. Goes on really easy. A lot of people have been complaining that it's hard to get out. Might feel like you're breaking your phone getting it out, but if you follow their instructions, it comes out really pretty easy. I like the fact that you see bezel. I think it highlights the look. I like that look. You know, stays true to the iPhone. The color red and the Speck emblem and all that. To me, these things don't really. I prefer a more muted, even though this is a metallic blue. It's kind of more uniform, more elegant to me. So aesthetically, this is fine. Not my taste. A little bit more showy than I prefer, but it's a nice case. It really is. I'd have no issues dropping this. I think protection from this is as good or better than any of the other cases I've seen out there. As people have mentioned, these buttons are hard to push. I mean, you can't tell. There is no tactile feel for whether this thing is coming on or off. So I'm pushing. Did it come on? Yes. All right. It went on. I'm pushing. Did it go off? Yes, it went off because I could see it. But if I close my eyes and push this thing, I don't know whether I'm getting it on or off. Same thing for over here. The other issue I have with this case is the silent, you know, the ring for silent or on. It is hard to get your finger in there, and unless I'm holding it and having my finger in there, I couldn't have this in my pouch and really get to this easy. It's a tough thing to do. I mean, I'd have to literally take this out to do that. That's a definite detractor. Also for me, this is not as low profile as I'd like them to be. This is extremely low profile. I dropped my phone twice on concrete, no incidents, no problems. This one I'd have no problems dropping either, but it's a definitely bigger case and it feels a lot bigger and bulkier in the hand. The other thing I noticed was, one of the things that interested me about this was the nice tight seal that it has around the phone. I thought that might protect it from the little scratches and stuff that I'd get since I like to leave my cases on for a long time. But one thing I noticed, and let's see if you can see it with this maybe blue. It's hard to see, but if you look down here, and actually if I pop it just a little bit, you can see that it is not a tight fit right along that bottom. And in fact, any dust and dirt will get underneath there. And I'm trying to see if I can give you a good angle of seeing through. It's hard to do. I think the best one was this one with something in the back. I don't know if you can see that. I certainly see it, but you know, hard to see. And the quality of this video, I'm sure, is not as good as the high def stuff you'd shoot with a regular camera. Other than that, I do like this case. It's a little bit not as low profile as I like. Has some detractors with the buttons and accessing the silent mute button there. And other than that, I think it's a good case.